Hello? No, it's bed. No, you can't start a video yet. It's dark. It's dark. Go to bed. Monsters? Oh. There is a monster nearby, isn't there? Oh no. And look, I haven't even got my microphone ready again. Anyone would think I'm out of the habit of recording. Come on then, phantoms. Come on. You want a piece of me, do you, before I can go to sleep? That's the situation. Come on then. There we go. Oh, that was hard. Anyone else? Anyone else? Why's my mule got eels? Eels? My mule's got eels! Oh no, my mule's got eels! Oh, there's another one here. I ain't got any armour on. Oh, this is never a good thing, is it? Get him! Got him. What a shot. Excellent shot there, FoxyNoTail. Well, thank you very much. I tried really hard. Now, if I go to sleep, that'll stop those things spawning, won't it? Come on then. Let's go bed. As I was saying, before I was rudely interrupted by those phantoms, hello and welcome back to another episode of FoxyNoTail's Minecraft Adventures here inside of my Bedrock Edition survival realm. And today we're going to be, if you didn't watch the last episode, you've got no idea what we're going to do today. And I'm not telling you because you should have watched it, all right? That's just how it is. No, I'm kidding. We are going to be working on the double blaze spawner today. That is the plan. And I just want to point out that this mule, you see him here, the one with the ears, right? This mule, sorry about that, but this mule has got ears. I don't know if anyone's aware that mules have ears, but this one has got ears. And you might think, well, there's not a lot that's strange about that, FoxyNoTail. It's a variant of a horse, and horses have ears. That's correct. You are 100% correct as well. So, what about our donkey? Our donkeys have got ears, and our horses got ears. But if we look back at the last video, the donkeys and mules didn't have any ears. And I've seen it on Reddit as well, people saying about their donkeys and mules not having any ears. So why have my ones got ears and why have other people's not got ears? Is there a virus in Minecraft that makes mules and donkeys lose their ears? I don't know. I don't know. Something's not right with that. Something's very, very wrong with it, in fact. And really need to do something. Where with this cat and dog situation? I don't know where I'm going to put those. I'm a bit sad that I've lost a parrot already, but apparently I only need one. How'd you get it? Apparently. So, if you didn't watch the last video, basically I was preparing the area. There was two blaze spawners I found in a recent video, and I said that I would come back at some point and turn it into a double blaze farm. So that's what I'm doing, and I started it in the last video, and it took a lot longer than I thought it would. Just literally sorting out the area, preparing the area to actually work on it. And now it's time to do the work on it. So the area is prepared. As I mentioned in the last video, I've got no idea what design I'm going to go with. I haven't watched any other videos on how to make amazing blaze farms or anything like that. I am going to wing it based on a few of the videos I've seen in the past and my understanding of blaze spawning. And while I'm at this little nether fortress here, I'm going to have a go at getting some wither skulls, because I've heard that in Minecraft 1.6, and bearing in mind we're on Bedrock Edition here and not on Java, wither skulls are 10 a penny. They are easy to get, apparently. Just make sure I've got all my armour on. I have. So let's have a go. Let's see if we can give this guy a bit of a chop. I've got a one-chop kill because I've got Smite 5, which I didn't think was one-shot kills for wither skeletons, but it does seem to be. There's another one hanging about on that roof over there. Let's go over and see him. And let's see if we can't get ourselves a wither skull before we start. Come on, are you going to come down and see me? No? There you go. There you go. One-shot kill. Thank you very much. I did get withered, though. It's a bit of a shame. But no wither skulls from that. So maybe, I've got looting 3 as well. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe they're just slightly less common, less rare than they were. Or maybe there's been an increase in wither skeletons spawning at things like this. I don't know. Oh, there's another one down there. There's something in it, though, because a few people have said it, and I've had loads of presents recently from my realm guys with the skeleton skulls in, so they must be relatively easy to get, because they were almost impossible to get before. So whether, I don't know, maybe they've just turned up spawning for wither skeletons in fortresses. Who knows? Who knows? The Minecraft devs will know. I don't, sadly. So I'm going to shut up now and go to the blaze farm area. There it is, just in here. And here we have the room that I lovingly prepared in the last episode. In the last episode, this was all pretty much Nether Fortress and Netherrack, and that's one spawner there, and that's the other one. And today, what we got to do is that green block there, the emerald block, is where I'm going to be standing when this thing's running. I'm going to be standing on top of that, and that will activate both of these spawners, and the blazes are going to fall down. One's going to fall down this way, and one's going to fall down that way, and then I need to funnel them sort of towards me. I would like to install a crushing system, and yeah, then we can kill them. So that's not very nice, is it? But that's just the way it goes. So let's just get on top of our green block for a second. Let's imagine we were doing it. Now, those ones have got to travel a lot further to get to me in the horizontal directions. Those ones have got to travel a lot further vertically. We could quite easily make a funnel system for that one to get them into one space, but there's then got to get across to me here. Let me go into a creative world and see if we can have a fiddle with this. So there we go, we're now in the creative version of the world. All I've done is I've downloaded the world exactly where we were, and I've opened it up in creative mode, so this isn't affecting the realm at all. I guess the first thing I need to do is build something around it. So let's just make it peaceful, just make life easy for us, and then let's get some glass. And I know you don't have to use glass, but it's useful using glass because you can see what's going on. In fact, we're going to use yellow glass on this one, because in the last video, this was our test one. Oh no, I broke the spawner. Ah! Oops. Yeah, so I'm going to do this one in yellow because in the last video, this was our gold spawner and that was our diamond spawner, just to help work out where everything was going to go. So while we're doing some testing on this, we might as well keep those colour things the same just to make it nice and easy. If we've got any redstone at the bottom that's kicking about, if we've got it all merged into one colour system, we might get confused as to what's where. And I'm doing this glass actually in the wrong place. I need to do it another block out like that. That's going to be our perimeter around the outside of it. Well, I was thinking of something like this, but it's going to be too big, it's going to be too complicated, it's not going to work. And what I wanted to happen that was when the blaze fell down, these things would just be on a clock and it would push them, ping them all to the front, and they would fall down, and these ones at the side would just ping them towards this little hole in the middle there. But that's not going to work. That's going to be... Although it's simple because there's only a few slime blocks and a few pistons, it's too big. It takes up too much room. So I'm going to have to come up with another design. And I know there are loads of designs out there. I know people have already come up with really good, efficient ways of doing it. But I love figuring stuff out myself. That's what draws me to Minecraft. And if you're not interested in watching somebody figuring it out for themselves, if you just want to go off and find the best system that there is, then go for it. Absolutely, go for it and go and find something that you think's really good. But for me, this is what I like about Minecraft. So I'm gonna struggle. I'm gonna do it the hard way, and I'm gonna find a really cool way of doing it. And it might actually turn out to be the best thing in the world ever, or it might just turn out to be the same as someone else's, or it might turn out to be a complete load of rubbish. We don't know. We don't know until the end of the video, or whenever, you know, we get to a finishing point. It could be today, it could be tomorrow. You never know. These things are as long as a piece of string. So I'm going to work on something else this time instead. Right, I guess the first test I really want to do is find out what will actually happen if I turn this on and go into survival mode. Will they come and get me, or are they just going to float down aimlessly? So let's try that out. Now, if I block it up, obviously they can't get to me. I don't really want to open it because I don't want them to get me. What if I break that one? Do they come over to me? That one's jumping. I didn't know blazes could jump. Yeah, they're not really coming to me. They're just sort of wandering out of here, I suppose. Well, as much as it's nice to see them, I've replaced a lot of the glass with this stone brick just to try and keep it as dark as possible inside this bit. I realise I've got lights everywhere else, and the reason for that is that the mob spawners should be more active the darker the area is around them. And I wanted to just find out where they actually spawn. Did they spawn sort of at this level here, or did they spawn lower down at that sort of level there, or whereabouts was it? And it seems to be that it's always above the mob spawner. And if you think about it, the mob spawner is always placed on the ground in the world when you find them in the world, so it makes sense that they spawn on top of it. I was thinking maybe we could have some slime blocks pushing down from the ceiling to fire them down there quicker to get the next set out, but I don't think it's going to make a great deal of difference. I think realistically what we just need to do is funnel them, which means we're going to need to do a redstone funnel, which I wanted to avoid. I wanted to come up with a new exciting solution. Well, I've made a very, very noisy, very ugly contraption, which I've not really tested yet. I've just finished putting it together. And what I've done is I've used a clock that I used in my furnace design, which means that all of the pistons, each side, will never fire at the same time as another one. So we can have slime blocks going all the way across this thing without ever touching each other on each side. So they're not going to stick to each other and cause problems. So hopefully if I get some blazes in here, they will, yeah, get bounced around and end up in the right place at the bottom. Let's find out. There we go. So they should get pinged about as they fall down. They get pinged down as they go, and they should hopefully end up in the right place at the bottom. Oh, that's not good. Why are they doing that? Yeah, we don't want them to do that. We want them to go down that hole there. Not 100% sure why they're doing that. But it's a nice way of getting them sort of... Well, that one made it in the right place, but this one's having a bit of ping pong here. So what I might do, if I break that one there and put a slime block there instead, that's better. Yeah, so let's do the same thing there. Let's break that one and let's plug it there, and then we're making sort of like a spiral, if you like, going round. That should work better. So they ping all the way down to the bottom, they go round in a circle, and then they glitch through a block where they shouldn't be. That's not good. Why are they glitching through there? So they should be in this little container here, but for some reason they're coming out where this piston is. They're glitching through that, and I don't know why. So let's investigate, shall we? They get down here, they get pushed round in a circle like that, they go down to this point, and then they get pushed into that and then pulled back again. Okay. Right, let's think how else we can do this then. I don't know if that's going to do the same thing or not. Let's give it a go and find out, shall we? Let's go turn it back on and get the blazes back in here. Yeah, that one's stuck now. Why isn't that one going anywhere? Oh, it's going now. Oh, I see. We've missed a bit of terracotta down here. Let's stick that there. There we go. They're all going in the right place. That's good then. That's very good. So it's very noisy, and it's not the best, really. It's a bit ugly. It's going to need a whole lot of glazed terracotta. But redstone-wise, there's hardly anything to it. There's like hardly any pistons, and a bit of redstone dust and a clock. That's all there is to it. There's nothing else going on there. I don't know whether that's good design or not. I don't know if that's cheap or not. I suppose I ought to watch some other blaze farm designs, really, before I make my mind up. But the problem with this funnel is it's quite high. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 layers before we get to the drop. I don't know if we're going to have a room here to do it. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, we're not. We're not going to have enough room to do it here. So I'm going to need to come up with something different for this one, which isn't ideal. But that works pretty well. Look, we've got loads of blazes in there. Obviously, we'd need to add some sort of crushing system or another system in there to get rid of them or move them about or damage them, something like that. I don't know what that needs to be at this moment in time. Right now, I just wanted to concentrate on actually building this and making it work. And that works pretty well. I'm happy with it. Right then, so for this one, you can see it's much smaller. I've gone for a little bit of a different design, but I don't know if it's actually going to work. It kind of works with testing it on me if I drop into there, but I don't actually go down the hole in the middle, but then I'm not a blaze trying to get down. I think we need another set of funnels to get them down right into that center point. There we go. So the blazes are going down. They're getting pushed around. Will they go down that hole in the middle? One of them has. But it's not ever again. Another one has. They do eventually, but it's not. That bottom bit needs sorting out, but it's nearly there. The rest of it, I think, is pretty good. The one thing I have noticed with them spawning those, they don't really spawn right back here. They can do, but they don't seem to do. So this design is a lot smaller than the last one, but I don't know if it'll give us as many blazes because there's technically a little bit less room for them to spawn in. None of them should get stuck on that middle bit now. No, they're not doing. They're all going down eventually. Now, what I want to know is this over the top? Is there a simpler way of doing it? I'm going to go to the slime farm, the other slime farm that's on my realm, and actually have a look at that, because I think I'm I'm massively overcomplicating things here. I can't believe it's this tricky. So let me go and find it while I'm in this creative world and I can fly. And I'll be back with you guys in a second. Wow, look at all of these. I am in creative mode still, but I've just flown over to this platform and look at all of these wither skeletons. It's ridiculous how many mobs there are on this platform. There's no wonder people have got so many wither skulls at the minute. Here's the other one. So this one's actually pretty tall as well. And this is using, pressure plates to activate the pistons. So there's a lot more pistons in this because you've got a piston for every single point that they get funneled down on. I don't know if I like mine better. I think mine's more fun, but mine's probably a lot more noisy. A lot more noisy. Right, let me go back to mine. I think this is more compact than the other one. It doesn't look it from here, but I think it is. I think the funnel's actually a lot more compact. I don't know how they've done it and activated it on the other one. Maybe not. The other thing I've got to do now as well is actually find a way of getting all of the blazes together. So for today's base tour, I thought we'd come here, which I believe is Amazing Sounds base because of where the portal in the nether links up to, but I'm not 100% sure, so I'm going to have to double check that before we finish finding out. But yeah, it doesn't look like there's much here, to be fair. It's very small, very nice little sandstone castle, but it doesn't look like there's much at all. But all is not as it seems. We shall find out what else lurks in the depths around here. But we've got a nice little farm thing here. I'm guessing this is another iron farm. It looks like it is. It seems everybody has an iron farm on this server or in this realm, except for me. And then we've got this nice sort of tree farmy thing here. It looks like they're halfway through chopping that tree down, which looks nice, very interesting. I like the way it's done with the grass path, so you can see where you need to plant your trees. Very good. We've got a little bit of a fire out here. And this, I noticed there was a lot of cooked chicken in there. This is obviously an automatic chicken making machine, which is nicely decorated and fits in really nicely with the theme, actually. So the house, there's not much in it. No, oh, there's some stairs on the outside. Let's have a look up these stairs then. Yeah, there's a bed. A bed. Very nice, big house just for a bed. There must be more to it than this, and I know there is. I'm only playing. I know there's a lot more to this house than meets the eye, but that's kind of cool. It's got like a floating spire in the middle, but you can't get into it, sadly. This house is not about the upstairs or the outside. This base is all about the inside. So let's hop down here and let's go down this amazing staircase, and as we go past it, it's going to close up behind us. It's a secret underground lair, and under here we have an amazing underground, a really, really nicely done, but yet quite simple, underwater base. And it's got like a wave decoration. I really like the look of that. We've got obviously some stuff. I guess they're probably from an AFK fishing farm, which I guess is this thing actually, because in Bedrock Edition, yeah, it's not particularly fancy. We've got a GTN portal thing there, which is very handy for getting home. We've got some more storage and bits and bobs in here. And look at this. We've got like an underground or a view of the ocean and some bubble columns in front of the windows as well, which make that look kind of nice as well. And then more storage as we come around the corner. As we come up to the top, we've got a triple bed, which is always handy, very nice, and more use of the end rods in this base, like there was in the last video, on the last base tour we did at Rulerman's base. So that's nice. Nice to see people are using those. And there was something else one of these ways as well, and I'm not 100% sure how I get back to it. But I came in through the nether originally. I didn't come in, I didn't fly to this base. I came in through the nether, and I arrived through the nether portal, which I'm not 100% sure where it is, but we've got a nice crafting room here. That fits it, not crafting room, a nice enchanting room here, which fits in nicely with the rest of it. I'm not sure if those pressure plates there actually stop those bookshelves working though, so that's something that's worth looking at, because you can block the bookshelves somehow. We've got some nice sort of cratey light things going on in here. And a coral farm by the looks of it. Seagrass and coral farm there. But where's the portal? So this is obviously the back of his sorting system. So it must have a big sorting system through here. Yes, we do. Wow, that's got a lot of different things he's got sorted in there. Has he got much stuff in them? Yeah, tons of fish, tons of pufferfish. Obviously does a lot of AFK fishing. Ah, was it this way? Ah, here we go, look. This is where I came in. So through the nether portal here. And this nether portal is actually very close to where we're building our blaze spawners at the moment. So that's why I came to this base, because it was convenient, because it was close. Now, all of this area beyond, down the stairs, I've not checked out yet. So we've got a villager trading area here. And wow, I like the look of this. This looks amazing. Oh, wow. Oh, no, zombie face going in here. I guess this must go to a zombie spawner then. Oh, yeah, it does look right here. right underneath his base. That's amazing. There's a little light. Oh, you can turn the light off up there to deactivate it and activate it. That's cool. We've got some zombies in there. That's where you obviously must kill them. Wow, that's amazing. Love that. I love the zombie face made out of stained glass. Let's have a look this way. And I like this. This is really cool. This looks awesome. And let's hop over here. And another underground chunk-aligned sort of farm area. I see these seem to be catching. I don't know if it was me that started those off or someone else, but I see them more and more cropping up on this realm. And we've got some more drops here. These I'm assuming from the drowned and zombie farm. What else have we got down here then? There's more stuff going on that I can see. Let's have a fly down and let's see what we've got. So this looks kind of interesting. I like that. The lava and the dark glass over the bedrock. That looks pretty cool. What have we got here? Automatic kelp farm. Everyone's got a kelp farm. Everybody in the world has a kelp farm these days, except me again. I've not had a kelp farm. And we've got more storage down here. What's this one? And I like this design again. I really do like that. I think that's really nice. And this is obviously bulk storage for all of the sand and dirt and all that sort of stuff. Dirt? What do I mean? Gravel. Stone. Neither of those two things I said first, although there is a sand chest up there. Wow, loads and loads of cool stuff there. Very nice base. I don't know if there's any more. Looks like we've got a beacon down here. And I'm going to help him out. I'm going to do some digging for him so that he can, I'm going to really help him out. Since we've got haste 2, there you go. You're welcome. You're welcome. Don't even mention it. All right, let's go up the bubble column. Back to the top here. And I think that's pretty much it. And it's not like there isn't much going on. Oh, we haven't got a very big base. You haven't spent long there. There's loads going on. This must have taken absolutely hours and hours and hours to build all of this. Tons and tons of planning. Tons of stuff going on. Really nicely laid out. I love the fact that it's not linear and that it's not all just centered around a point and it's not all symmetrical. I love the fact that it's just really nice. It's really, really nice. I really like it. If we go up here past the tripwire, the stairs will open for us, which is some nice fancy redstone going up there. And as we come outside, it's daytime again. Hurrah! Okay, so I've completely started again with a completely different design. It's not completely different, to be honest. It's very similar to the second design we used with yellow terracotta, which is why I've done it in the same colour, but I've got a different clock system. This one's just got one item switching between those two hoppers, so we've got an alternating output, and that's making both sides push separately, which hopefully means we'll get things going straight down the centre this time rather than going off to the centre, which means we don't need as deep a system. And I've also took the top section out and made it smaller from the start, so hopefully this will work, and hopefully they won't fly off out the top because I haven't put a lid on this thing yet. Oh dear, where did that guy go? That's not right. For some reason they're glitching through some of the slime blocks and I don't know why. They weren't doing that before, but not many of them are actually making it in. Why is that happening? That's weird. Well, I've got some good news and some bad news. The good news is that I've changed the timing. I've gone back to the other type of clock that we had before, which means that every single side fires at a separate time, so there's no overlap, which is great because they're now not glitching through the blocks. That's fantastic, but they're also not going down the hole at the bottom, so I've still got some work to do, sadly. Right, fix those timings now. Let's see how many of them actually get stuck, or if they all go down to the bottom, or if any of them glitch out. That one, yeah, they are doing. It's not quite as fast as it was with the old design, but considering how much space it saved, it's a lot better. Okay, after a little bit more messing about, I've now added the second one of these in, which is exactly the same design as the other one, so they're both working away. They're both spitting the blazes out the bottom, and I've linked up the little chambers like that so the blazes all come to the middle. Now, the problem is they can see you and they will shoot at you, and there's no crusher and there's no item collection or anything like that. So it's not 100% finished. But I have had enough today. I have had a long day on this. I've not even got to the point where we're building it in the survival world yet. I'm still working on the design. Well, look, there's loads of them. We're getting plenty of things in here. It's working well. The funnels are working well. We just need a way of actually... yeah. killing them all and getting all the drops. We need them all. We need this lot of them here. Ooh. Uh-oh. I've made a mess. Oh, not again. Yeah, we need that lot there, and we need the other lot in the same place. Okay. Don't ask me how it works or why it works. But it works! Hooray! I've done it! I pinched Silent Whisper's like crusher design, which, well, I'm only using half of it at the moment, but if I press that button there, a crusher will come out and it will crush them, and they will get really badly damaged, and then it'll be one hit kill, and I'm supposed to close the top bit as well to stop them coming down there as well, but it doesn't matter. We go, oh, and someone's glitched out. It's absolutely ridiculous how this works. They are all, yeah, they're all just falling down. I haven't put, whoa, I've broken it because I'm in creative mode. I haven't put any hoppers or anything in yet, but just look how many blazes we got, and I've only been running a couple of minutes. Let's run this properly. Let's do this properly. Let's not mess about like I was doing then, and let's see if we can get this working in a more fit state. So we go. We'll put a hopper down there. We'll put that block back there like that. We'll put a bit of carpet on top as well, just for neatness purposes, I guess. And then I suppose that block there really wants to be a solid block, and the idea of that is that when they come down, they stand on top of it and it stops them getting in the way where the crusher is. So this is my emerald block here. I put a slab on it just so it's easier to see what's going on when you're down here, because it's very hard to see anything, and that's also why I replaced that with a glass block so I could see what was going on. I'm just going to pile up with that one block that I've got that I can't break anymore, and we'll watch them coming down. And they all come down, and for whatever reason, don't ask me why, they all come down this hole. And I don't know why they do it. I don't know if it's pathfinding thing or what, but they all manage to finally way down that hole, and after just a couple of minutes, it works really well. Okay, I thought this would be easier to see if we had Chuck standing on the spot where they're going to be active. You can see both of them are active. We are in peaceful at the moment. I'm going to turn it to normal in a minute and show you exactly how this thing's working. So it's now in normal difficulty. We'll see that blazes start to spawn and they ping themselves down, and we're not at full rates at the minute because I haven't even put tops on these things yet, so it's probably a little bit too light for them to be spawning properly. But they get pinged down, they go down the hole at the bottom, and they congregate so much so that they push themselves down the tubes and they fall down the little hole, which is where the tubes meet. So it takes a few minutes before you start getting loads of them down there, but eventually you end up with tons and tons and tons, and it doesn't take very long at all. And because they're still coming, they're always spawning while they're going down there. This thing, once it's sort of got itself geared up for the first round, if you like, is just going to keep filling up and up and up. So it's really fast, and we're going to get absolutely tons of blazes from it. So the design, I think my first one was better at getting them all down the funnel, but these ones are more compact and they require a lot less resources. So I'm going to stick with these ones. At the end of the day, they do all end up down the hole eventually, so it doesn't take too long. You can already see there next to Chuck, there's quite a few down that little hole, and you can see more are flowing in. So after a little while, you can flick that lever, which will stop them coming down, and then press that button. That's going to activate a crusher, which is basically Silent Whisper's design. It's just a comparator clock, and that takes them all down to one hit kill. Once you've done that, you can kill those off there. I don't know how that one's escaping. I am going to have to address that, but you can kill those ones that are there, and then you can open it up and let the next lot through. So while you're killing those, and these are all going to be one hit kills as well, while you're killing those, the next lot are going to be pouring in and getting ready to come down that hole. So let's kill these ones off. There we go. And let's let the next lot through by flicking that lever, and they'll start pouring down that hole there. In fact, I'm going to put a block there next to Chuck just to, well, maybe not. I can't do it at the minute. Maybe once we've killed the blazes. I think maybe they're glitching through that block there, and it might be worth putting something that side as well. I don't know how they're getting through. But once you've got another load through and you're happy with that, you can then flick that one to close that, turn the crusher on, that's going to start crushing them. Oh, there's a hole at the back. That's not going to help, is it? Let's close that up as well then. And hopefully nothing will glitch through this time. No, nothing glitched through that time, so we can kill those guys off. We get loads of XP and loads of drops, and all the drops are going in there, which is really good. And then once those lot are dead, we can open that up again, and they'll all start pouring down. And you can see there are absolutely millions in this thing. There is never, ever a gap. There's never a stop. They are coming down quicker than we can kill them. I haven't tried with potions yet, though, so let's do that. Right, I'm going to move Chuck out the way. I'm going to go into survival mode myself. Right, I've reset my XP by killing myself, so now I've got no levels. We're going to give this maybe a minute or two to fill up, then we're going to run the crusher again, and we'll see what we get in terms of levels of XP. Right then, I've given it exactly 1 minute. Let's close the door. Let's press the button. Let's run the crusher. I've just seen one escape out the top as well on my camera count. There he is. He's coming around the corner. Let's get that guy. Get out of it, you. Don't be ruining our day. Right, the crusher's finished. Let's throw that in. Wow, it got me. And I can't get the XP now because I've fallen down. Let me back up. Give me all that XP. Quick. I want it back. Why did I make this platform so high? 20 levels. 20 levels in one go. Right, let's do that again. All right, there we go. That's been exactly 1 minute. Let's flick that lever to close it off again. Let's press the button to engage the crusher. Let's get them crushed. Right, I'm going to stand back this time, throw that harming potion in, go in and get the XP, and look at that. 19 levels in 1 minute. So the first time we got 20 because there was a few in there already, but 19 levels in 1 minute? That's insane. That is absolutely insane. You are going to be able to level up so quickly using this thing. All the people on my realm are going to be so happy when I finally get this thing built. But it's going to take a while to build it because, yeah, it's a big thing to build. And to build it in survival mode as well is going to be very difficult. It's been hard enough doing it in creative mode. But at least now I know what I'm aiming for. It's not going to be too hard, I don't think. So, I'm going to say thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did please leave a like. And if you haven't already, please do subscribe. And hopefully, I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!